Hey Harry Potter fans, welcome back to the Potter Collector channel where we are a community of collectors. I am here at Harry Potter and the Cursed Child in New York City to see the original cast perform on the Lyric stage. I'm here with my friend Reba, who is a director. She's actually here for a director's conference, so she'll be able to provide a different perspective on the play.
It's gonna be great
fun.
I'm
excited. One thing I want to mention, there is a huge line back there, so get here early if you are coming to see the play. I mean, since we're magical, we can just apparate right in. So, you ready to go?
Absolutely.
All right. Wow, we made it.
Excuse me, you can't just apparate in here. We still need to see your tickets.
I'm so sorry. Let's go on a little tour of the theater. One of the things that I love about this experience is how beautiful the theater is. They have done some amazing stuff, little details that make it all the more magical. So let's go check it out. And you walk into this huge atrium. To the right is the orchestra floor section. And to the left is how you get up to the dress circle and balcony. But look at this carpet. The H's. You almost feel like you're in Gringotts or something like that. And through here, some refreshments, some candy, some popcorn, cookies. So these are just some of the snacks that the Lyric Theater offers. Specialty snacks for $7. Gummy bears, mixed nuts and pretzels, a jelly bean mix, chocolate bars for $4 and $8. For $9 you can get a bucket of popcorn. This room is beautiful. This is where you can do your coat check, but they have different Patronuses on the walls.
Like they're gonna run out of merch. Oh my god, sorry.
Of course, the otter, which is Hermione's Patronus.
I don't like her anymore.
So what do you think so far?
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm in the Wizarding world, but I do like some of the things that I am seeing so far. What about you?
Well, it's really hard for me to separate my Harry Potter fanness from my director.
Yeah.
Because I really am pretty taken with the magic.
Yeah.
It's been pretty cool.
The magic is amazing. There was one scene, no spoilers, hashtag keep the secrets. There was one scene from Philosopher's Stone, like a flashback. And what I loved about that was the lines were taken directly from the book, which was awesome to see that scene played out as J.K. Rowling wrote in Philosopher's Stone. So that was pretty awesome. I went into this thinking fan fiction, but it's interesting. It is really interesting if you think about it that way. That's my opinion.
And as I was telling Peter at the end of the first act, this place is energetic.
Yes.
People are like live with the anticipation and the excitement of what's going on.
Yes, totally. There is a great energy in this room. We'll see you at the end of part 1. So there's a lot of Cursed Child official merchandise that they sell here. So I'll go through some of the things that are available and the prices as well.
I can't think about it. I can't talk about it.
Plush owls, there's a small one for $25, and the large one is $35. You can get a Cursed Child tote, and that costs $20. These are cute. There's little owl keychains, $15. There's house merchandise, shirts and ties and scarves. It's over here. Gryffindor. Slytherin. The shirts are $30, $20 for a Slytherin hat or any house hat. They have these pendant necklaces for each house for $20. Oh, this is fun, little patches. No price on these. Then they have some different styles in each house, which say the house name. Cursed Child shirt, they're also $30. Stationery set for $16. These are the wands they use in Cursed Child. You can buy a replica of them. Which wands do you have there?
We got Scorpius,
Okay,
Albus, Hermione, and Ron.
very cool. And how much are the wands?
45.
45, okay, thank you.
One magnet. We've got two, so they're $5 each. We've got magnets.
Okay, we just saw the second half of part one. It has gotten really good and really interesting, for me at least.
Me too.
Like, complete change. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna like this after the first half of part one. Part two got crazy good. Suddenly I'm in the wizarding world. Oh, crazy. So I have never considered Cursed Child as canon. I may, after seeing that second part of part one, be changing a little bit. All right, going up to the balcony, which is where my seats are, or the dress circle actually. Now, one thing that I've heard a lot of people ask is, can you dress up? Yes, there are a lot of people dressed up in school robes or Harry Potter shirts, so feel free to show your Harry Potter pride when you come to Cursed Child. Let's go check out the balcony. Again, it feels very immersive, like you're in some magical building. The wallpaper is just beautiful. Are you always in awe of this theater? Or does it grow on you?
Well, it's still new to me because
Okay.
the theater is completely renovated
Yeah.
just for the show. So I've worked here for a long time,
Okay.
like on the town. So it's just still crazy to see how much it's changed.
Yeah.
Like it's completely different.
Okay.
Completely custom.
What you heard was one of the workers saying that the theater has been completely changed. She's worked here before all of the renovations, and it's just night and day. You know how much they changed this theater specifically for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. We are just getting ready to see part 2. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. We'll see you after the first half. All right, so we are at intermission for part 2. It's still getting so good. Like the storyline has gotten so much better from the first half of part 1. As a director, is there anything that you have noticed?
Well, I was just thinking about the amount of work that goes into a production like this. I have no idea what the production timeline was for this. On Broadway, you can have as short of time as 15 days to put something up.
15 days.
Right. Because it's their job. They send the script to them ahead of time. They come in already with their lines memorized. And they have the table read, they do their blocking, they work on their characters, and then boom, it's up because they're working all day, every day.
Wow, wow.
But I have no idea what the timeline was for this, and when you think about it, they're doing 2 plays.
True, yeah.
So I would think that the minimum that they could put the thing together would be 30 days.
Wow.
I would think.
Yeah, this is probably 5 hours worth of play.
Right.
Between the 2 parts.
Which means all the blocking for 2 plays, all the lines you memorize for 2 plays, all the special effects.
Yeah.
And
blocking.
I hope this isn't...
Explain blocking.
Okay. Blocking is the movement, and so it's much like choreography, except it's without the music. So it's where you're supposed to move in the scene and why you move, because there has to be a motivated movement.
Effects, like you said, there's a lot of magic in here that the actors perform. So they have to learn the correct way to. It's not real. I mean, we believe it's real because we're immersed in it.
He thinks it's not real, but it's real.
But the actors have to learn how to perform it.
Where to stand.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Right.
Certain things happen where the actor has to stand in a certain spot.
Well,
yeah, there's a lot.
And even, it's not giving anything away to say that there's flying involved,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I know from when we did Mary Poppins that it took us one whole day for your rehearsal time period to just learn the basics for flying.
Okay.
And then you choreograph that as well. And your body has to get used to the harness. And you have a whole team that does that. So the amount of flying that's involved here too would have taken a tremendous amount of time just for that.
It's pretty impressive. Like seriously impressive.
They're crazy. Crazy good.
Yeah, this is really good. So we'll see you at the end of the show with final thoughts.
Wow, look at this down here, guys. And then when you're in the theater itself, there's this new wallpaper that mimics the carpet with the H's.
It's a sweet story.
Yeah, it was a sweet story. Final thoughts for me are, it's over, by the way. It ended. I liked seeing kind of some gaps filled in that I would have liked to see in the books, especially the movies. It was cool to see some scenes in the book in flashback form played out by actors that we didn't get to see in the movies. So that was cool.
But we won't say which ones.
We won't say what ones. Hashtag keep the secrets. Any other thoughts?
No, I really liked it though.
I did really like it. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I'm back in my hotel room after seeing Cursed Child Part 1 and 2. I went into seeing the show with the mindset that this was just fan fiction, so as to not disappoint myself. And while I don't think I would consider it canon yet, I'm really close. Really close. The story was beautiful. I mean, the effects and the magic and the staging was stunning. The acting was phenomenal. One of the things that I loved was how all of the cast pronounced the name Voldemort. They pronounced it Voldemort, which is how Joe Rowling intended it. There we go. Intended it to be pronounced. The T is actually silent. A lot of Harry Potter fans don't know that. So it was really cool to know that fact and to see it pronounced how it was meant to be pronounced. Another thing that I loved about the play were some of the flashback scenes, which I mentioned in the theater, where the lines were taken directly from the book. You know, in the movie screenplay, they have to change the lines a little bit around. They take some of the lines from the original text that Joe Rowling wrote and change some around a little bit to make it fit for the movie. Understandable. But on stage, it works to read the lines how Joe Rowling wrote them. So that was really, really cool to see the books actually come alive word for word, if that makes sense. There was one scene in particular, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it was in the first half of part 1. So for those of you who have seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. That was pretty awesome to see. I've been against the idea of Cursed Child for a long time because of how it was advertised. The script was advertised. You know, it was kind of advertised as the 8th book, and J.K. Rowling was in big letters at the top, you know, making people believe that she wrote it. I don't think that's what they intended.
but that's what a lot of people thought. So I actually have never read the script. I was advised by a lot of people not to read it, that it would kind of change my mindset and ideas about the previous 7 books. But after seeing the shows tonight, it's very clear to me that Harry Potter and the Cursed Child was meant to be seen. The thing I loved about the storytelling is it felt very book Harry Potter, not movie Harry Potter. For example, Dumbledore. It's like he was plucked out of my head and put on stage exactly how I imagined him when I first read the books. Dumbledore is my favorite character. He's always been my favorite character. He has a very Richard Harris vibe, who is also kind of how I imagined Dumbledore. But as he was walking on stage, I'm like, oh my goodness, there's Dumbledore. But then I'm like, ooh, how's the actor going to portray him? How is he going to act him? Edward Hyland, who plays Dumbledore, did a brilliant job. It's like I said, it's like he was plucked out of my head and put on stage. My favorite character was probably Scorpius Malfoy. There was one other character who I loved, but I can't tell you who. I loved the beauty of everything. The set transitions. There was always something going on. There was one scene in particular that I thought was just beautifully done. It has to do with the moving staircases. If you have seen the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just thought it was beautiful. The blocking, the flow of everything, it was beautifully done, and there was a lot of stuff like that. The magic, I mean, everyone talks about the magic who's seen the show. It's magical. I think in my mind it's still considered fan fiction. Really, really, really good fan fiction. In a sense, it should be considered fan fiction. I mean, really, Jo didn't write it, even though she kind of helped with the story. If I saw it again and experienced it again with this different new mindset, I think I might move towards this is actually canon in the wizarding world. All right, merchandise. Now, I'm not much of a go to a play or a show or something and buy a bunch of merchandise. That's just not me. Unless I see something that I really love, which is this shirt. Love this Slytherin shirt. Has the crest or shield with the snake in the middle. Very cool, simple. I like simple. But I wouldn't be the Potter collector if I didn't do a giveaway, right? So, up for grabs is this Hogwarts stationery set. Okay. You can't use a stationery set without a pen. This is a Cursed Child pen. A Cursed Child #keep the secrets pin. The playbills for both part 1 and part 2. And last but certainly not least is this Harry Potter and the Cursed Child tote. But the tote is signed by Anthony Boyle, aka Scorpius Malfoy, Paul Thornley, who is Ron Weasley, and actually I didn't know he was the voice of, oh wait, I shouldn't tell you who he is the voice of, because that's a spoiler. Poppy Miller, who plays Ginny Potter, Mr. Jack Hatcher, who plays young Harry Potter, and Edward James Hyland, who plays Albus Dumbledore. Check out the description below for information on how to win this prize package. Many will enter, one will win. Now it's time to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time,
keep collecting.
Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. You can subscribe right up here. You can also look at some previously posted content down here. If you have any questions about Harry Potter books or collecting, please feel free to contact me. I'm always happy to help. But for now, I must go. See you next time.
Whoa, where'd he go?